Namaskarams to you, sir. We extend our warm greetings from Sri Rama Center of Performing Arts. We are very fortunate to have you as one of the presidents in this conference and to be conferred the title Sri Padma Vainika Vibhushana. And thank you so much for acknowledging this. Your presence is very valuable to us. Veena Tattva Prakashika, the 4th International Veena Conference from Sri Rama Center of Performing Arts in association with PES University used to be held from 4th November to 6th November 2022. I think you would have watched the previous Veena Tattva Prakashika conference. Can you just comment on this, please, sir?
Well, Veena Tattva Prakashika, I have been with this international conference right from the initial start of it in the, which year it was that? 2014. 2014, that was another, in a divine place, heavenly abode of Raghavendra Swami in Mantralayam. That was I think it was a 2-day conference where all the senior Vidwans, senior Vainikas were present to give concerts and do lecture demonstrations. That was really something which was never heard of, I would say. Of course, there have been Veena festival happening all around the world, not only in India and all the places abroad also. But these I won't say conference, Veena festivals that focus only on Veena concerts. And this Veena Tattva Prakashika came as an eye-opener to have not only Veena concerts, of course Veena concerts are happening throughout the year everywhere, but to have all the details pertaining to this Vainika or Veena music is something really very, very substantial or great, which was never thought before, I should say. I have been a participant right from the inaugural edition of this Veena Tattva Prakashika so far, and it has been a really, I don't know what to say, it's a surprise or overwhelming, or I don't know words to express my gratitude to be one of the presidents of this 4th International Veena Conference. Another very important thing is, as in this Veena Conference, I am going to be honored with veteran Vainikas like Srimati R.S. Jayalakshmi Mami and Srimati M.K. Saraswati. They are all very, very senior Vainikas in their own caliber. I think I am the youngest person to be joining with them for this presidentship. I really consider this a great privilege and great blessing to not perform, to be one of the presidents of this international conference. I wish to thank. This thing will not be possible. Of course, I should say, let me mention that Madokaram Prashant Iyengar, he is such a, what to say about him? He is a Vainika, he is a vocalist, he is an organizer, he is a research scholar, he is a devout person. What else to say? So everything, I would say, he is an university by himself. The zest with which he runs the show, it's really, really amazing. I am really proud to be participating in this conference, international conference. I wish to thank him and the whole team behind him, not only because these things cannot happen by one person. One person has to do, and in the backstage you have so many people supporting him and assisting him, and that's how they used to say in Tamil, "Oor kudi ter edukkarnu." The whole village, the place has to come to pull the chariot. So like this is I would say, this is not a festival or conference. I would say it's a Mahayajnam.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. As you said, the first conference was held in 2014. We were blessed to have this conference in Mantralayam at the divine abode of Sri Raghavendra Swami, who himself was a Vainika. Consequently, we witnessed this unique conference in 2018 and 2019. With utmost humility, we offer this at the lotus feet of the Lord. This is one of its kind in the world. In 2019, its viewership crossed more than 10,000. Music has tremendous effect on the mental state of human beings, as it results in peace, concentration, relaxation, spiritual elevation, and meditation. The practice of yoga technique such as breath control and mental concentration are also closely allied to the study of the instrumental and vocal music. The sound of Veena, when expressed in unhurried way, is as effective as the cosmic nada, which calms one's mind and the thought process. What is your experience on this? Can you just share your feelings about this, sir?
Actually, Veena playing itself is the, I would say, Nada Yoga. See, now we see so much of, what to say, we are running a very, 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 very fast life in everything. Vegam, in Tamil they used to say Vegam. So everything goes fast like anything. So to calm down, at least to basic, to bring that calmness in everyone, of course music is there. The whole music pervades the whole world. With that, the mind calms down, and everything is calm, then everything goes well. And particularly with Veena, this being a plucked instrument have got little more connected with your Kundalini Shakti, that provokes the Kundalini Shakti. We see the human body as the Daivika Veena, and the Veena which you see here, the man-made Manushi Veena, what we made. Of course, some people you say the throat is the God-made instrument and this is the man-made instrument. Okay, we transfer this to here and mutual from the instrument to the, of course, whatever comes from the Veena is the Atma from the person who plays the Veena itself. That this is not my own opinion, but I am repeating whatever all elders have said about this Veena music. It creates the Kundalini Shakti. Even when you practice and you are in a very, some difficult situation, if you sit and play with the Veena, that definitely calms down. But it may not happen right now. As a beginner, you have to come to different stages. You don't get everything whenever you wish. God only decides when it should come. So that way, you keep on practicing. At one stage, you will definitely get that I would say Atma Anubhuti that comes from the whatever instrument. Now we are talking about Veena. So our soul is in the instrument, and whatever you play, that is the Atma from the whole soul.
Well-known Carnatic sages and Veena players of Easter years dedicated themselves to this nada, and rendering of songs happened in a submission of the higher self. As you said, it is Atma Anubhuti. In the learning scenario these days, students want to learn in a hurry. In this process, a great deal of meaningful benefits and profoundness of Veena is lost. Do you have any comments on this, please?
This is a very, very, very tricky question. I don't know how to express my opinion. Well, certain facts have always to be shared with everyone. Let me tell you one thing. Now, as I said, this is a fast running world. So everything goes fast. You put everything in the click of a button. I'm not a very technology oriented person, but I can say that you get everything sitting at the comfort of your living room or wherever you are, in the railway station or in the airport, where you are connected. The technology has improved so much so that you don't have to go in search of places. I remember when I was learning the tape recorder, maybe what I am telling is a repetition, but then good things can be repeated any number of times. Those days, the tape recorder, just record what the voice, that just a small gadget like thing, that was a luxury. But slowly we have advanced so much, and now that everything is in a small chip is there, it contains so much of information, whether it's music or whatever. So it is there, and people are able to access it any time, any number of times without any issues. So when everything goes fast like this music also we have to, right from the way we eat, we are not following the same system of eating. We have changed so much. You go in the corner and get a fast food, something like that, order everything. What is that called now? They say Swiggy and everything. So everything else has changed. But we want to retain the pristinity of the music, which is very, very important. As I said, we keep on doing the abhyas or practice or teaching method. It may not happen immediately. That is my small advice to all the learners or aspiring Vainikas. Keep on working. For some people, it might happen in just 2 years. And for some people, it might take another couple of years. And for everyone, they'll get it. But you should not get frustrated not getting this at this time. But of course, once you do this, you get this sort of achievement. That thing you can experience only if you go in the right way. That is what happening now. And of course, there are so many youngsters playing so well and with such dedication. And of course, this dedication and divinity comes only because when I was learning at the age of 20, you cannot expect me to be like at the age of 60. At 40, your mentality will be something else. And 50, it's something else. So like that, it is bound to be gradually, you go step by step and you get elevated, I would say, to that next stage. And of course, as she said, all the great sages, they have all revered this, what to say, celestial instrument. It adores the goddess Saraswati Devi. Why our Kanchi Mahaswamigal, he has spoken lots and lots about this instrument Veena. That is a way to easily go for the moksha margam. And there is one Tamil saying, Appar Swamigal. Of course, everyone knows that Masil Veenayum, Malai Madhyamam. So he has given first priority to the music from the Masil, means without any difficulty of the tone. Masil Veena, there is no flaws about the Veena in Nada was considered to be the pure. And that is how even in some rituals, they have Veena music to be played as a part of the religious rituals. That is the greatness of this celestial instrument, Veena.
Thank you so much, sir. Another interesting questions for and curious students will be waiting for your reply for this. What type of rigorous practice sessions you have with your disciples?
Practice, that is the Taraka Mantram. I would say practice, practice, and more practice. That is the answer to everything. But at the same time, you don't need to practice. I would say after 2 hours of practice, you are bound to have that fatigue thing coming, whatever be it. That quantity will be there, that quality will not be there. But what I say is, you have to do it as a abhyasam. Abhyasam means doing it every day. Not one day 15 minutes, one day 3 hours, then the next day 10 hours. No. You have to practice gradually every day. That is called, that's what I was told. Abhyasam means gradual playing, and every day without playing the Veena, no sleep. So we are giving time for everything. So you allot a specific time for, you can try that. I'm telling all the students of Veena, you just try this for 2 months. You can see definitely very good improvement in your playing. Whatever, even the basic will do. I would say Maya Madhav Gowda or any ragam of your choice, you can play. But, and if you can practice that in 3 octaves, that will help you a lot. Maybe you can go slowly, whatever speed suits you, go. If you play 50 times, it will automatically take you to the next level. After 100 times, it will take you to speed without any. Only thing, you have to put your mind and your efforts on the instrument. It will definitely take it. There is no, of course, I have heard people saying, how much you believe in that instrument, that will support you. If you are only 50%, have 50% belief in the instrument, it will give you only 50% answer. So put your heart and soul into the instrument, you will definitely come very successfully. There's no doubt about it.
Thank you so much, sir. This is so good, and I'm sure all the students like me will definitely try to follow your guidelines. It is something really very good. The curator of this Veena conference, Kanchi Kamakoti Petam Asthana Vidwan, Madhokaram Sri Prashant Iyengar, hope to change this attitude back to how the music was rendered in the earlier days of deep dwelling of raga and bhava. Veena, the divine instrument, is with various dimensions: spiritual, scientific, historical, and musicological. We would like your views on these, please.
I would say Veena is the only, 3-dimensional instrument. All other instruments have only 2 dimensions only, I would say. And that is why they say music from the Veena is nearest to vocal or Gatra Sangeetam. So whatever you can sing in vocal, 100% of it can be produced from the instrument Veena. For example, just take for an example a small phrase on the Todi Ragam. If some other instrumentalist, please excuse me, they have to go to the notes and get it. But in Veena, you have, this is a very simple thing, it's not something very complicated. You do that gamakam, which is not there in any other instrument, that depth or very nearest to human voice, only Veena can produce, as far as, not I know, it's all what elders have said. So that much, this is the complete instrument, I can say. So it gives scope for anything. You want to play fast, you do it fast. If you want to play Ati Vilamba Kalam, what is not possible? You can do everything. And another advantage, being a Vainika, you develop your own style of singing also. That is the most important thing. If it is flute, of course they may not be able to sing because they have to blow the flute. But when it comes to Veena, we have had so many people being Vainika and vocalist together, and so many styles playing Veena and vocal together, playing Veena and singing vocal also. That takes you a sublime, you experience that divine bliss playing and singing together with the Veena. That is a speciality of this great to be celebrated instrument.
By these and many more aspects, some of the senior artists organizing the Veena conference hope to inspire young players. They are taking the responsibility of bringing the days of yore and their glory to their present day relevance. Can you comment on this, please?
In this conference, Veena Tattva Prakashika, edition 4, it's not like other Veena festivals where you have the lineup of artists playing few kirtanams, half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hours, like that. But when Prashant Iyengarji called me, I said, how long should I have to play for the concert? He said, sir, you don't have to play, there is no time, but there is a thematic presentation that's going to be held in this conference, which is, as far as I know, in Veena it has never happened so far. Because instrumental music, you don't have the sahityam or lyrics being sung. Whether you sing Tyagaraja Kirti or Dikshidhar Kirti, unless you sing or unless you play in the way the sahitya is woven, it is very difficult to bifurcate what Kriti is being played. Okay, that's the way it has to be played. For example, take a Dikshidhar Kriti, you have to give so much of concentration to make the nuances sound just like the sahityam. Then only the sahityam, people are able to hear the sahityam listening to the Veena itself. So that is another thing. One more, by making all the participants of this Veena festival sing different group kritis on the Veena. These kritis, of course, otherwise we have especially for Veena, we have a set of kritis that are only played in the instrument. But now, if you specify these group kritis, for example, Kovur Pancharatnam, few people are going to play, present it as a group. Another thing, individually everybody will be playing on their own, that's absolutely no problem. But making either the students join with you and presenting it as a unique presentation, if of course there is in Tamil they used to say, Samashtiya Paninaka, it has more effect. If you join as a group and present anything, it has, because everyone's vibration shares to everyone else. If there are 5 people, if 5 people or 50 people or 5,000 people, all the 5,000 people will get the vibration of 5,000 people's power. So that is what I have been hearing all these days. So that way, this group kritis played by all the group, that is going to be really an elevating, soul elevating event. There is no doubt about it.
A dedicated, enriching and engaging 3 days of conference will throw a significant amount of time and understanding to the creative, cultural, spiritual and holistic divine outlook in learning and playing the Veena. The conference goes in depth science involved behind playing the instrument. This is being made possible by coming together of research scholars of different caliber from different parts of India who have worked exclusively on the instrument Veena. The researchers will give an interesting paper presentation understandable by both laymen and experts in the field. The experts who are conducting the conference are careful to throw light on some of physical aspects to such as the correct posture that is to be maintained while playing, This will be presented by physiotherapist. Sir, some of your students might have complained about the shoulder pain, wrist pain, finger pain. So, have you come across such things from your disciples, and can you comment on this, please?
Well, this again a very important question and need of the hour. Correct posture for anything is definitely to be focused upon. If you put it in the wrong position, it will not only hurt you, but it will not take you to in the right direction. If you put it in the right direction, things will happen on its own. You don't have only your responsibility to put it in the position. That's all. The other things will happen on its own. If you put it the wrong way, then just to bring it to the proper position itself is difficult. Then going for different advanced levels, that will be difficult. And we have different scholars focusing on these things. In fact, we have doctors in other fields also participating in this interesting international conference. So they will highlight upon, because we know whatever we have, our gurus taught, we don't know how to reason it out. Why should we do? Why this should not be done? Those things were not there. As far as blindly follow, that's what my father and my guru used to say. Blindly follow whatever is being taught you. Don't reason out. But this is a time these children reason out why it should come like this. Then why, when they know the reason, then they present it even much better than what we say. Because these things were not taught to us, and once we start playing, okay, this position is better, that position better, this left hand is like this, if it is better, don't bring it up, then bring it down. Okay, all these things, we experiment and get better and better every year, or over the generations. You see so much of improvement in Veena, means all the research work that's going on behind all this.
Thank you so much, sir. I think in this conference, the physiotherapists, when they are going to present the paper, they will definitely guide us regarding all these things. Next is on maintaining the purity of classical Karnataka Sangeeta on Veena and limiting yourself to Sampradaya Vainika. What are the challenges you face with your students?
Again, you are putting me to very, ticklish questions, which I have to be very careful answering it. As far as my students are concerned, I would say they do what I say. That's all. My job is my job is made simple as it is with my students, because I don't give them. Maybe you can call me a hitter or something else. I don't mind. But then I say, do this. That's all. What I did, you do it. That's all. No reasoning, no nothing. But of course, this due to that age, they'll have some flair for something else also. But as long as it is musical, I would say you can play it. That's also, as long as it is musical, you can go on. Absolutely no problem. But once your foundation is very strong with this, you can do anything.
Thank you so much, sir. What made Veena a special instrument for you in your life? Is there any change in the style of playing from the past and now?
Again, generation gap. It is bound to be there. Not only with the Veena, all the instruments or vocal style, we are not singing the way 3 generations before all the veterans sang. 3 generations before the violin is played. Okay, mridangam, everything. So that used to be there was a style, and over the generation, people have developed the art. That's what I said. Our music has more creativity when it passes through generations. In fact, you can see amazing playing now, which was not at all, even the fast phrases which were not possible in the Veena, now all the kids are playing just like that with that much of clarity. That is to be something to be appreciated. They work well a lot, and they find a very good technique handling the instrument. Of course, it changes with the generation. That's for good only, I would say.
Thank you so much. Is there any difference in playing Dikshatar Kritis and Kritis of other composers?
Yes, well, Dikshitar Kritis are really demanding pieces. Muthuswami Dikshitar composed, I would say it's not composed. These Kritis came through him, God given, and in praise of whatever deities. If you go to Kashi, he sang something. If you go to Nagapatnam, he sang some other Kriti. It was all his experience. He never sat with a paper and wrote everything. All these Kritis were their own experience, or what to say, I don't know, find a correct word. You can say Atma Anubhuti again. These are the Kritis which came out of their voices or instrument, and they are like powerful mantras itself. And when you see the Dikshitar Kritis, you have so much of details, whether it is musically or historically or everything else complete. And it is very difficult to first memorize these Kritis and then play it on the instrument. Of course, singing vocally is not, I won't say it is that difficult. And whatever you have learned vocally, to produce it in the instrument, it needs more and more energy and more of your focus. Okay, those gamakams, not pure gamakams, then that anuswarams. So those things are not taught. You experience it and play it that way. So all the, not only Dikshitar Kritis, some Shyama Sastri Kritis, because of their raga and the prayogams of the ragams, all these things matter very much. So you have to give more focus while playing a Dikshitar Kriti, but it gives you a sense of satisfaction.
Once again, thank you so much. Veena has found a unique place in various kingdoms in the past for its purity and softness. We use pickups nowadays. It has changed the quality of the sound. This is because they are usually made for guitars. They should be made for Veena. I think this conference might throw some light on this matter. What is your advice to all the students as an experienced guru?
So you feel happy, listen to your own music. When you play, you should be able to hear it well. Then when you feel happy. Once you are happy, you are able to transfer the happiness to all the rasikas, whoever is listening to you. So that way, amplification, I won't say it's not good. See, we had technicians to do the instrument with such perfection and with such beautiful, rich tone. Over the years, we never had such experts in the field of making the Veena or making the Veena with such beautiful tone. So we miss them very much now. So now with whatever is available, we are trying to exchange this for something with little better tone, with the amplification, with the technology, so that it reaches to more people. And you see, because it should be audible. Whatever you play, if you play, it's fine. It has to reach to the last audience sitting in the auditorium or in the open space. Because before, Veena was supposed to be a chamber instrument only. Only hardly 100 people will be there. The Veena tone, there was no amplification at all. Even in when you go to All India Radio, you have only one mic for the entire group. You don't have separate mics for this. So, and that picks up everything. And that gives a really rich, beautiful tone. So that way, now the Veena is no longer it is a chamber instrument, as well as it goes to the larger audience also. That way, this thing has little bit of changes in the amplification. That is for good. As long as it pings from the body of the resonates from the instrument, that is good.
Saptaswara Mandala Puja will be performed during this conference. Veena Nada Yoga, a retreat with step-by-step guided meditation, is going to be a part of this unique conference. Over 15 hours of Veena Nada based on group kritis by Veena Maestros is also a part of this conference. Thank you so much for your valuable inputs and your time. We look forward to meeting you in the conference and listen to your playing and your presence there in the conference. Thank you so much, sir. Namaskarams.
Before signing off, as Madam has asked me, Nada, divinity, yoga, all imbibed in one capsule, I would say. Now, all these three are one together. So there is no separate this thing. That is what we are going to experience, whether be it artists by themselves, Vainikas themselves, or laymen who are just introduced to music. They are really going to, and you are going to listen to different styles, different genres of Veena playing. That is really going to be another feather on the cap. You all please, I wish the whole auditorium is full and Prashant Iyengar has difficulty in accommodating people. So that way we should see full house audience for the Veena concert that is going to happen. I am very much sure about it. Thanks to all the viewers, and looking forward to seeing everyone in the international conference. Before I sign off, whatever we are Tamil Karvi, we are instruments for God. So avaroda kirtanagala paadradho vasikkaradho, everything is God given. So we try to produce music as much as we imbibe from our gurus and present it humbly and with such devotion and fervor. You all definitely can experience that divine bliss. As artists, we also will actually it is between the audience and the artist, there is a rapport between because the motivation comes from here and then again gets back to them. So that is a mutual exchange. Thank you all so much. Thank you. It was a very filling experience for me. Of course, I am not used to giving interviews and all, but anyway, we are sitting in front of Kanchi Mahaswamigal, whom our family has been blessed by his physical presence. Thank you so much. Namaskara.
Thank you so much, sir. Namaskarams. Thank you, all the viewers.